any barbershop, in any restaurants, you can use Bitcoin as a payment, as a form of payment.
Price of the cryptocurrency skyrocket like 4 times in a day.
They said that they're going to use Volcano Energy to mine Bitcoin.
He put aside the
Coca-Cola, yeah. Hi everyone! Welcome to the very first episode of Sailor Coin. I'm Ievy and I am a matriculating student in a quantitative finance major. I think that finance is such a dynamic world and I'm very excited to be part of this.
Hi, I'm Arjuna. I wrote a book about blockchain programming and I'm very excited of this wonderful finance world, especially about the decentralized finance where computer science and finance meet. And also on top of that, I also created a Predict Salary, a place where you can share salaries and predict salaries. So Ievy, do you want to talk about what this podcast is about?
Oh yeah, sure. So in this podcast, we're going to talk about a range of things, including things such as fintech, decentralized finance, cryptocurrencies, as well as meme stocks. So we are going to talk about things such as the quarterly report on big companies such as, for example, Apple, or we're going to talk about the meme stocks of current controversies that is happening in the world today. Yeah, I think that's all.
So let me explain about the meaning of Sailor Coin. So Sailor Coin comes from Sailor Moon's meet Bitcoin. So the word Sailor comes from Sailor Moon. It's my childhood anime, and the word coin comes from Bitcoin. So basically, it means that we're going to explore the wonderful world of finance because I and Ievy and you, the listeners of the podcast, are the sailors in this ocean of possibilities of the wonderful world of finance. So I liken this podcast as the ship where we are on board and we are going to explore the islands of or the places in this ocean. It's in the big ocean. So the finance is a big oceans. There are a lot of things that we can cover. The meme stocks, the cryptocurrencies, DeFi, Bitcoin, anything.
Yeah. Now that we've introduced ourselves yet again, I think it's best for us to begin our journey with the most controversial thing that is happening right now, which is the country El Salvador adopting Bitcoin. So actually last week, El Salvador became the first ever country to adopt Bitcoin as a legal tender. So what a legal tender means is that Bitcoin can be used to settle debts as well as pay taxes. Now, the president Bukele said that in any barbershop, in any restaurants, you can use Bitcoin as a payment, as a form of payment. But keep in mind that they will also be accepting US dollars. So if you want to use Bitcoin, or you can also use US dollars as a payment, right?
Yeah. So it's very interesting to see that this is the first time that a nation state adopt Bitcoin. In the past 12 years, people can use Bitcoin to buy things, to buy stuff. People have used Bitcoin to donate to charities. But this is like the first time a nation state adopt Bitcoin officially. It means that you can pay tax with Bitcoin. It means that Bitcoin is not a toy money anymore. So you can, of course, a Bitcoin supplement US dollar, so it's not going to replace US dollar. But the world, this is the digital currencies that is not being, it's the monetary policy is not being set by any country, but it's being set by the algorithm. It's being set by the miners and software engineers. So I'm very excited to see where this is heading to.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that one of the reasons why El Salvador adopt Bitcoin is because they want to streamline the process of remittance. So if we do our research, right, we can see that remittance accounts to 23% of the country's GDP. So I think that the El Salvador president really see an idealistic, a good prospect in having Bitcoin as one of their currencies, because they see that, oh yeah, it's going to make their citizens easier in terms of for the process of remittance, right?
Yeah, and on top of that, the 80% of people of El Salvador are bankless, meaning they don't have bank account. So I can imagine that this adoption of Bitcoin can give people some financial inclusive. Yeah. So I mean, you can pop up your mobile phone, and you can have a wallet, digital wallet. Then you can transact financially with anyone in the world.
Oh, Arjuna, can you please elaborate on, like, I heard that we can get like citizenship if we invest in Bitcoin or something?
So the president of El Salvador wanted to use this this Bitcoin adoption as an opportunity to attract crypto entrepreneurs to El Salvador. So if you are crypto entrepreneur, you can apply like a permanent residence to El Salvador, and they can grant you permanent residence. On top of that, they will grant citizenship. So it's not just a permanent residence to anyone who want to invest at least 3 Bitcoin in El Salvador's economy. So do you want to move to El Salvador, Ievy?
No, I don't think so, because I don't have that kind of money, you know. So the people in El Salvador uses a more centralized payment processor. So can you please like try to explain on me for that part?
Yeah, so Bitcoin is like a decentralized money. So but they use Strike wallet. It means that they add like a centralized database on top of this Bitcoin mainnet, and they use Bitcoin Lightning Network to do the job. It means that when people transact with Bitcoin, they don't use like a Bitcoin mainnet directly. They use like another layer on top of that. So I think although it's not like a decentralized 100%, I think it's a baby step to the decentralization ideology that that's being adored by Bitcoiners.
Yeah, and yeah, I think everything's so interesting about like the shift El Salvador is going to make to adopt Bitcoin. And one of the most interesting thing is that they said that they're going to use Volcano Energy to mine Bitcoin. So we both know that the Bitcoin world is taking up so much energy consumption. So I think it is a monstrous thing, to be exact, because we know the whole thing about Elon Musk saying it's not clean at all and stuff. So what do you think about it, like using Volcano Energy and such?
Yeah, I think people have criticized Bitcoin because it's monstrous energy consumption, and Senator Elizabeth Warren has criticized these cryptocurrencies not being friendly to environment. So I think this push by the president of El Salvador to mine Bitcoin using geothermal energy, using volcanoes, is quite interesting. Because you said that Elon Musk was not happy with this monstrous energy consumption, but Elon Musk has changed his mind again. He said that Tesla will accept Bitcoin as payment again, but only if the 50% of Bitcoin is green. He gave like a 50% percentage as the acceptable percentage. So if 50% of Bitcoin produced by clean renewable energy like geothermal or nuclear energy, I think you can buy Tesla with Bitcoin again.
That's what everybody has been waiting for, right? Because I see that the current market is pretty much determined by what Elon Musk is saying. So, as being a person who's been in the cryptocurrency world all this time, like, how do you feel about what Elon Musk is tweeting nowadays?
Yeah, I think his last tweet about the bitcoins has spurs Bitcoin's price to $40,000, I think, and people have criticized this phenomenon because one powerful person can manipulate the price of Bitcoin with tweets. So there's like this meme, like a Bitcoin is like a censorship resistance of from nation state, but one eccentric billionaire can rack the price of Bitcoin. So it's kind of funny, but I think he's not the only one who has like a power to manipulate the price of the assets. So recently, like Ronaldo, the superstar of in the football field.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, he's. Do you want to explain about that?
No. I think you know better about it.
Yeah, I think in the press conference before the match against Hungary, he put aside the Coca-Cola. Yeah. And he said to the people that drink water instead by withholding the drinking water.
And what has that done?
Yeah, I think the market value of Coca-Cola dropped around like $4 billion, around like 1.6%. So it's kind of interesting that some people have this kind of power it's not. I don't want to say like a manipulating, because they don't try to manipulate, but I think it's like influence the price of cryptocurrencies or the multi-billion dollars companies stock.
Yeah. And is there like no way? I mean, I know it's inevitable. Like those kind of things is inevitable. Like what Elon Musk is saying, what Ronaldo is doing, it really matters to the market. But is there any way for us to stabilize the market? Because it has been a very volatile market these days.
Yeah, I don't think it's possible because it's hard to regulate what people say in Twitter.
True.
Yeah, and Ronaldo has like more than 300 million followers in Instagrams. That's like the amount of people in Indonesia. So he has like his followers is as much as like the population in Indonesia. And Elon Musk has like 50 million followers in Twitter. So that's more than the populations in Malaysia. And every time he tweets, I mean I think 2 weeks ago, I think he tweets about I don't want to mention the name of the cryptocurrencies because it's not so polite. And because he tweet about the cryptocurrency and the price of the cryptocurrency skyrocket like 4 times in a day.
Well, yeah. So I think that's like the few of the many events that happened in the finance world today. And that is just like in a few weeks back. And imagine what could have happened in the next few months, let's say. So, Arjuna, do you want to add anything?
Yeah, I think in the future we will cover more about the meme stocks. For example, like there's a case where the CEO of MMC's not wearing pants while where he was in Zoom interview. And also we are going to cover about the flash loan, MEV, and AMM. So recently the Curve has released like a version 2 of their protocol, so we're going to cover that more. So this is like the teaser of Seller Coin. Yeah.
With all that being said, please stay tuned to this channel so that you guys will know the upcoming interesting things that we are going to be uploading in this channel. So with all that being said, stay tuned. Goodbye.
Bye.